Okay, I think we are live here. Gonna be rebuilding the Denver Broncos. Um, go 5-minute quarters because we're not really gonna be playing any games. Things manual. Turn tutorial pop-ups off. That makes sense. I like trade difficulty to be at hard. I'm going to turn injuries off. Pre-existing injuries can be on. Okay. And we are starting here from the week of the Super Bowl. So there's not really going to be anything to do. Okay. We could take a look at the season recap, I guess. Chiefs beat the 49ers. I mean, pretty much most of the real stuff there, so. Except, Dak Prescott didn't win MVP. Puka Nacua didn't win Rookie of the Year. I mean, the stats are real. The award winners are not. And I'm gonna go with auto generated rookies. So that'll be how that goes. Staff week, we're not really gonna change anything. And this is an interesting team. Finished 8-9. And since we're going to re-sign players, we'll take a look at how the team is here. We still have Russell Wilson. I'm not sure I want to eat the money that is going to come with releasing him. We've got Jerry Jeudy, Courtland Sutton, Marvin Mims. It's not a bad receiving core. Maybe we need a tight end. Of course, Dolchich is hurt. The offensive line isn't the worst in the world either. Just no real superstars, though. Maybe another corner. Maybe really 2 more corners. Maybe anyone at all in the defensive line. We could always try to trade Russell Wilson. I don't know how that'll go. Got an option for Patrick Surtain. I'm probably going to try to re-sign him next year. We're probably just going to Lloyd Cushenberry. He's decent enough. Look for maybe a 3-year deal, maybe up the money just a little bit. Yeah, he's back. Josie Jewell. I don't know. I'm really willing to let most of these guys walk. Will Lutz even. Josie Jewell's 29. I mean, if we can find a better linebacker in the draft, we'll go for it. So, also don't. I know we have a first round pick. I don't know how many other picks we have. We are into free agency now, so we don't have a second round pick, which makes it tempting to trade that first round pick down. We'll have to see what we want to do. Let's just sort by interest. Who's actually interested in coming to? Baker Mayfield. What would we have to pay Baker Mayfield? A lot of money. Okay. Too much. We don't really have a ton of cap space. Isaiah Wynn. Gus Edwards. Bryce Huff might be interesting. So we really need defensive line. I'd be willing to give him a 3-year deal and up the money just a little bit. I don't know that I really want to target anybody else because we just don't have a lot of cap space. And we did not get Bryce Huff. He signed with the Cardinals. So I'd be willing to target Andrew Van Ginkel on a 4-year deal, which probably is more than what he should get. But we're not going to get him either. So he signed with LA. So we do need a kicker. Just give him an offer he can't really refuse. Okay, we got him. Okay, so we've got a kicker. That's about it for free agents. I mean, there's not really anybody else I'm willing to target. I haven't even looked at this draft class yet to see what there is it's worth drafting. We will get into that here in a second. I don't actually want to look at the free agency recap here. Let's get into our private workouts. Okay. Quarterback could be a position we look to draft. Apparently, we're scouting quarterbacks. So. There's a scrambling quarterback here. In one of the later rounds who looks good. I'm also going to try this guy here because he looks decent. But I know sometimes the scrambling quarterbacks aren't as high of an overall, but this guy's round 2 to 3. And he's projected top 5. This guy's round 3 to 4 talent. This guy's day 3 talent. Okay. Which means I know I didn't scout him, but probably Mitch Petty is the guy. He's a strong arm guy, elite throw power, elite strength. Not super athletic as far as being able to run at all, but we're not actually playing the game, so that's probably fine. Can we get him at number 12? Maybe. I don't know. But we'll start the draft here. And we'll go pick by pick here as I accidentally click the wrong thing again. Roquan Carter, Quentin Wilds, Ben Charles, Pat Wilson, Edward Archibald. A quarterback has not gone off the board yet. Marcus Reed, Trey Steffens right tackle, James Reynolds linebacker, Jerry Dupree wide receiver, and we're gonna have our pick of the quarterbacks. Makes me kind of wonder if I should trade down here. But I mean, these quarterbacks could all go real quick. We're gonna probably go Mitch Petty here. He might be the guy. He's got elite strength and throw power. Not a fast guy, but he's a strong arm quarterback. He doesn't need to be fast. He does only have normal development. Okay. 95 throw power, 79 strength, 72 speed. And I think before we go ahead and just advance to the next pick, because we don't have a pick until the 3rd round, I may want to trade back up into the 2nd round. It just kind of depends who's left on the board and if I think there's anybody good. Let's start looking at the draft board here. The other 2 quarterbacks are still on the board. Maybe this is the guy we should have went with. I don't see much difference there, but there's a zone corner here that looks pretty good. There's a left tackle with A awareness and I mean, he looks like a good run blocker, I guess. But I kind of like this linebacker here, Shane Street. A block shedding, B tackle. Also has great strength, solid speed. Acceleration's not great. Does have A power moves. Or there's a defensive tackle, Joseph Beard. B block shedding, B power moves. He's a run stopper. And do I think I can get him if I trade up to, I don't know, several picks from now? Maybe. There goes another quarterback. There's a corner. There's Shane Street. I think we might try to trade up here to number 30. Although I have gone to the wrong thing to try to trade up. Who had number? I don't even. Was it the Ravens? Pick 30. Okay. Probably gonna have to trade picks next year. Try a third, a second next year, and a fifth. Yeah, that doesn't really get it done. Who has pick 31? Is there anybody with cap space? The 49ers. Let's advance the pick. I don't want to view my draft board. Okay. They don't have any cap space either, but it might be slightly easier to trade up to number 31 than number 30. We have our third round pick, fourth, and a second next year. It's not quite enough. Let's go the third 2 years from now. They're not quite ready to accept that. Just throwing our 2 fifth-round picks. That's going to get it done. Okay, so we've got the pick now. I'm going to go with Joseph Beard. He's got B block, shooting, B power moves, B tackle. He's going to have hidden development. And 90 strength, 76 speed. Seems like he's going to be a good player. And that means we have no picks left in the draft. So we'll just advance to the end. Hopefully we trade it up to get somebody pretty good. Take a look at the draft recap here. Mitch Petty's a 75 overall. And so is Joseph Beard. We'll kind of see here how that compares to the rest of the class. See how it compares to the rest of the quarterbacks as well. There's a right guard who went at number 10. We were in position to get him. 78 overall corner in the second round. This right tackle was really good. A lot of these good players went above us, except for this free safety in the third round. Player who went right after us, 76. But we don't. Corner's not a position we were looking at yet. Mitch Petty is pretty good. Can we sort by position here? I think we got the highest overall quarterback in the draft. It wasn't a great class for quarterbacks, so in advance to the preseason. I'm not going to do all the preseason training camp drills and stuff. I know they help, but I'm not going to be doing them. Although I should go generate the best lineup. It's going to be Mitch Petty, and then hopefully we can just hang on to Russell Wilson and then just not re-sign him. Let him go. We're kind of down on defense. It's, linebacker's in an all right position. All right enough anyway. We're going with a 4-3 for now. We've got a training camp standout. Baron Browning. Okay. Let's go sure tackling. He's going to get +5 tackling. We're going to cut 6 players here. Probably a long snapper. Ben DiNucci's going to get cut. Cut him. Might just be the 5 lowest overall player. 6, I guess. 6. We've got some upgrades. We're just gonna automatically do the upgrades. We'll set our season goal. It's probably 7 wins. Got the camp standout thing here. He needs 2 combined sacks and tackles for loss, which to get a sack and a tackle for loss isn't totally crazy. I don't even know. Stifling defense? Stuffing the run? No expectations. We're just gonna go no expectations. He's gonna get 1,000 XP for the fact that we have no expectations. Let's hire our scouts here. Assign our scouts. I don't want safety and tight end. Okay. I want defensive end, outside linebacker. We're really looking at defensive ends in this class. We're probably going to advance week by week here. We won 29-3. Baron Browning did it. You got 10,000 XP. All right. Is that the mail out there already? Sounded like the mail just went, which is highly unusual because my mail goes at like 7 o'clock sometimes. I mean, that's cool. It's not really necessary for anyone to know who's watching me stream, but you know, it's fine. Okay. So we've beaten the Buccaneers. Are we going to beat the Raiders? No. 41-10. I don't think I don't think Baron Browning has continued his. No, he did not continue his training camp standout challenge thing. But we are going to set our regional scouting focus. In the West, it's going to be. Let's get the bonus for doing corner. The Central, we're going to do. We're going to do defensive end. Defensive end is not a strong suit of the Northeast, but that that doesn't necessarily mean that there's not a good one. It just means it's a little weaker in general. We've got some upgrades here. I'm going to keep going strong on Mitch Petty, but I want to see how good he's going to get. Deep accuracy and mid accuracy. His accuracy is getting better. His awareness is not the best still. But it's not horrible. I mean, see if we can beat the Steelers. We're 1-1. 20-17. Okay. And now we are at the point we can re-sign players. We're gonna blame the team. It's a team game. You know. There's heavy rain forecast for this game. Let's run the ball. I don't know if we'll actually run the ball, but we're up for players that need re-signed. Definitely Patrick Surtain. I'd be willing to give him a 7-year deal and up the money significantly. And he's going to re-sign, so we've got Patrick Surtain back. Justin Simmons, I really don't want to give him more than a 3-year deal, but I will up the money. Our right guard, Quinn Miranez. I don't know if that's how you say his name, but I'll up the money just a little bit. He's looking for a better offer. I still want to re-sign him. I might trade Jerry Jeudy, to be honest. Javonte Williams is young. I want to re-sign him to a long-term deal. He wants more money than that. Okay. Baron Browning, I kind of want to re-sign. I can't re-sign everybody. Garrett Bowles might be a trade target. We got Baron Browning re-signed. Okay. We'll try everybody else again next week or maybe in a couple of weeks. Whatever. Yeah, that's not an upgrade that's going to matter, is it? See if we can beat Carolina. We're 1-2 now. And now we're 2-2. We have beaten Carolina 21-14. And the entire team gets some XP. That's cool. We're going to praise Chris Jones. We're going to say he's good. And then all we have to do is beat the Chiefs. But that's not really an easy task now, is it? See if we can beat the Chiefs. We cannot. We lose 36-6. Okay. We have a crisis in confidence here. We're taking on the Seahawks, though. I'm going to reject Jerry Jeudy because I am actually planning on trading him, possibly. Probably at the trade deadline. See if we can beat the Seahawks. We do beat the Seahawks 17-10. That brings us to a record of 3-3. And we are at the bye week. Discuss our plans for the bye week. We'll stay grinding. We'll get some more XP. We've got upgrades here. We'll advance the week. And now we'll look at any trades we want to make. We also have our national focus for scouting. I'm going to trade Jerry Jeudy because I just don't think we're going to be able to re-sign him. What are the offers like? Man, some of these are just bad. Probably because he is on a one-year deal. Arnold Ebiketie in a fourth. Hunter Renfrow and 2 late picks. Oh, okay. I don't want to take any of that, but there's a team with even like yellow interest. If there's a team with 2 second-round picks, there is the 49ers pick 45 and 46, which I think one of those was our pick. I don't think we can get 3 second-round picks. Actually, this would put them over the salary cap. We're going to have to throw a player in, which means maybe we just look for somebody else. Anybody else have more second-round picks? Probably not. The Bears, okay. Pick 39 and pick 58. What if I throw in a second next year just to make sure it doesn't work? Yeah, that's not even close. Just pick 39 and pick 58. That's not really that close either. Who was the other player I wanted to trade? Oh yeah, Garrett Bowles. They might be more interested in him. That would put them over the salary cap, though. Anybody who really needs a left tackle that wouldn't put them over the salary cap? Anybody who really needs a 32-year-old left tackle? He's good though. Like he's decent. This would put most teams over the salary cap. Except for the Jets. Okay. We get pick 20 and pick 52? Probably not. Probably not even close. but what if we offer pick 78 and pick 110? We take out, what if we just want pick 20? That's actually fairly close. I'm going to throw in the 3rd round pick, and then we'll throw in a 3rd and a 6th. So we're moving slightly back in the 3rd round. And then picking up a 1st. And I bet if we throw in this 4th round pick, that would be enough. But I kind of do want to pick up the 2nd. That's not as close. Okay. 4 and then another 4. I bet if I'm turned 3 2 years from now, and the 4 next year. Oh, that's really close. If I give them my 1st round pick in 2027, can I pick up a 3rd and a 2nd next year? Wait, it's gonna be it's gonna be a massive deal. It's gonna be Jerry Jeudy, Garrett Bowles, a 1st in 2027, and a 3rd in 2025, a 2nd in 2027, and a 6th in 2025. For a 1st, a 2nd, a 3rd, and a 2nd next year. Which is our national focus for scouting here. It's going to be defensive end. I mean, as far as re-signing anybody, I do want to bring back our right guard. 4 years. Up the money. Hey, we got it done. Okay. Javonte Williams, I want to bring back. I guess a 6-year deal. Up the money quite a bit. And he's going to stay. Okay. Jonathan Cooper, probably not going to hang around. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't made any decisions on that yet. So, but that's our moves at the trade deadline. I mean, they're not stuff that's going to help us this year, really. It's really more for setting up for the future. As we lose to the Raiders. I'm not gonna do upgrades yet. I'll do them next week. We beat the Chargers though, so 27-20. I bet Joseph Beard has his development trait revealed. Let's see if he does. No, he actually doesn't. Yeah, he's got a ways to go. I want Marvin Mims to be wide receiver too. Unless he's in the slot. He might be in the slot. I don't know. Short week. This was the thing. Yeah, we got some XP. We're taking on Myles Garrett. And the Cleveland Browns. We have a tandem breakout challenge on defense. We're going to praise him. Patrick Surtain has earned XP. Get a combined 2 interceptions and pass deflections with Damari Mathis. I don't think that's going to happen, but I guess we'll see. We did win 38-21. We are not doing a great job at tanking here. Hey, I guess he didn't get it, so. Let's go with the XP reward. Our entire offensive line gets a boost. We'll do our focus players now. Let's see. Not going to take a quarterback. Right tackle could be in play. Although, I don't know. Left tackle is really what we need. See about this guy. See about this guy, too. He looks even better. So we're going to look at Will Dowling, Eric Stoker, and Deshaun Carey. And we'll probably make those same guys our focus players when we do our private workouts in the free agency period. And we lost 14-6 to the Chargers. And now we're taking on the Colts. Let's be confident. Beat the Colts to steal their momentum. I mean, I guess. We're still trying to end up with a good draft pick here, but we're 5-5. We're kind of at the point where we could still make the playoffs probably, but 5-6 now. Who's the last team in right now? It's the Raiders. And what's their record? 6-5. I mean, we could definitely still try to make playoffs. We have a breakout DB. It's Mari Mathis. Got a hot opponent apparently in the New Orleans Saints. Oh no, that was from last week against the Colts. Okay. Yeah, that was from last week against the Colts. That's fine. Mitch Petty getting closer to an 80 overall. See if we can beat the Saints. We do beat the Saints 32-31. And Amari Mathis is up to start Ev. And he got a boatload of XP. We're 6-6 now. We kind of need to beat the Chiefs here. I just really don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, we lost 21-0. Okay. Now we've got a game against the Falcons here where we are, both 6-7. So we're going to lose that one 28-10. So now we're 6-8. Pretty much out of the playoff picture now. Unless we win out, which we have to beat the Ravens, the Bengals, and the Jets. And I don't think that's going to happen. We do beat the Ravens though, 24-10, to get us to 7-8. Let's view that playoff picture. Last team in is the Chargers. Okay. And what is their record? 8-7. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if we went out, we'd have a chance, but I'm not optimistic. And I kind of want us to have a better draft pick, and we're not doing terrible. So let's be confident again. I hope we have some more money in free agency this year because I know we did just re-sign a bunch of players. But it would be nice to have a little more money in free agency to sign some good offensive players to help out. We lost to the Bengals. It's going to put us at 7-9. And we're going to advance this game against the Jets. And we lost. So we're going to finish 7-10. Colts, Raiders, and the Raiders ended up making the playoffs. And they're in the AFC Championship game. What was their record? 8-9. If we'd have finished, one or two games better, we might have been in the playoffs. So, Raiders into the Super Bowl at 8-9. Finished with a losing record, and they're in the Super Bowl. Let's look at the yearly awards. MVP goes to Lamar Jackson. Coach of the Year goes to Kevin O'Connell. AFC, Lamar Jackson, Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year, Alex Highsmith. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Mitch Petty. And Joseph Beard finishing top 5. Best quarterback, Lamar Jackson. Best running back. Best wide receiver. Best O-line. Best defensive line. Best linebacker. We do have Baron Browning in there. Best linebacker. Best defensive back. Nobody. Best kicker? No. Actually, Kami Fairbairn is in there for best kicker. But Mitch Petty won Offensive Rookie of the Year, so we'll take a look at what he did here, what the stats were for the season. He was 3,000 yards, 21 touchdowns, 10 picks. It's not a bad season. It's a decent season for a rookie. Rushing, Javonte Williams did not break 1,000 yards. Only had 3 touchdowns. Not great. Samaje Perine did carry the ball 87 times as well. He had 5 touchdowns. Mitch Petty, 60 carries for 200 yards. Probably more than what he really should have. We didn't have a 1,000-yard receiver. Cortland Sutton with 800 yards. Tim Patrick with the same amount of yards as our tight end on many less catches. No one with more than 7 touchdowns. Marvin Mims had 500 yards. We won't look at blocking. Defensively, tackles for loss. Zach Allen with 21. Sacks, Baron Browning had 12. He's the only player with more than 10. Zach Allen, 5. DJ Jones, 5. Joseph Beard, the rookie, had 4. Had 11 tackles for loss as well. Interception-wise, Damari Mathis led the team in interceptions. Justin Simmons, Drew Sanders, Jaquan McMillan, Patrick Surtain. It's not a terrible amount of interceptions. We've got some things to build on here, so let's go ahead and advance to the off season. We'll see if the Raiders can pull off the upset here, and the Raiders do end up pulling off the upset. Josh Jacobs winning Super Bowl MVP. A team with a losing record in the regular season winning the Super Bowl. That is absolutely wild. Mitch Petty going to go up to an 80 overall. And staff week here, I might do something. Got some staff points now. Our offensive coordinator does have the quarterback guru thing here, so I would kind of like to reset his tree, though. We could just fire him. Let's just fire him. And let's hire Dwayne Morris. We'll get short accuracy up. We'll get medium accuracy up. Deep accuracy. So it'll just give us a little bit of a boost to go to our quarterback. Play action's going to go up, and then throw power. And that'll help Mitch Petty out a little bit. It was easier to try to fire our offensive coordinator than it was to reset the skill tree. So players we're gonna have to resign. Jonathan Cooper. He doesn't want that much money. I'd give him a 2-year deal. Just up the money slightly. He doesn't want to come back. Okay. Well, we don't really need you back. Cade Stearns, I want to bring back just in case we can't find another safety. He's back. Okay. I don't want to bring back Riley Dixon. I think we can find a better punter in free agency. And we should actually have some money in free agency. So we've got 74 million. I mean, we could try to get Nick Chubb. Our 3-year deal. I'd like to bring in Greg Newsome as well on a 5-year deal. Worth quite a bit of money. Let's see what we're one of the top offers. We needed left tackle. Jedrick Wills, I mean, we could bring him in. 3-year deal, worth quite a bit. It's a good deal. And then we need a punter. I want to get a punter right away. Ryan Stonehouse is here. Best punter in the game. 3-year deal. I'll up the money significantly. So we will see here. We'll see who we got here. And we're going to get Nick Chubb and Ryan Stonehouse. Jedrick Wills has not decided yet. He has now, and we're going to get Jedrick Wills as well. Did not get Greg Newsome. He signed with the Bears. I thought about targeting JOK. Joe Tooney has not signed with the team, so he went to the Texans. Okay. Ryan Stonehouse has an upgrade. Okay. And we actually want to make sure we go in and adjust the lineup here. We got Nick Chubb. Mitch Petty went up to star development. Well, I mean, he should have. He did win Rookie of the Year. Offensive line's not looking terrible. Baron Browning went up to superstar development. Joseph Beard just had star, or maybe went down to star. Justin Simmons is up to X Factor. We already know that Mathis went up to star. We really need a left end. And we should have them scouted pretty well. We know this guy's round 1 to 2. Even a right end, we could move to left end. It's not a good class for the ends. I'm going to look at this guy. And then the other players we looked at previously were Will Dowling and you know what? I'm not going to look at the defensive end. I really don't think he's going to end up being very good. So not good enough to want to use my private workout scouting bonus on. So the other guy we were looking at before was Deshaun Carey. So we'll find out if those guys are any good. We'll advance to the draft here. But as we move on here, I don't know that I'm going to keep going week by week. So we now know that Will Dowling is a round 1 player. Eric Stoker is round 3 to 4, so don't draft him. And Deshaun Carey is a top 5 talent, so we're going to probably look to target Deshaun Carey. We'll start the draft here. We have the number 9 pick. Will Dowling goes. Justin Acosta. Matt Foster out of Texas Tech. There goes our first quarterback off the board. There's Mac Fowler. There's cornerback Chad Sharpton. Terrell Samuels. And so we could go ahead and just take the top 5 talent. Corner here. Deshaun Carey. Man-to-man guy. A man coverage, A press, B zone, C catching. Solid strength, great speed. Elite acceleration. Elite jumping. Great agility, great change of direction. One of the fastest players in the draft at corner. A, hit power. B, kick return. We're going to take Deshaun Carey. He's got hidden development. 6'1", 195, only 21 years old. Okay, and then we've got the 13th pick as well. But this may be one I want to trade down from. Get a first and a second next year from the Bears. We trade down in this draft to pick 28 and pick up a second and a third and a fifth. I think I'm going to do that. Move us down to pick 28. Who do I want here? Who do I want? Offensive line is, not necessarily our biggest need. Our biggest need really is defensive end, but I just don't really think there's anybody I would really take here. I might take Zach Sheffield later on. I do want to make the pick. Just accidentally went back there. There's another corner that looks really good. Man-to-man guy, B-man, B-press, B-zone. Decent strength, great speed. A catching, B-man, B awareness. C tackle, A catching, B press. We're going to take him. He's got normal development, 94 speed, only 55 strength. But he might be a good addition to the team. And you can't already tell we're mainly looking to go defense here. I wouldn't mind a tight end if there was a tight end in this class. There's one that's going to go later. But it's A, catching traffic, A to C. Decent, good, not as much of an athlete. Great speed, great strength. Anyone with elite anything? Elite speed, solid strength. I'm going to take him. He's got hidden development. Welcome, Thad Schwartz. It's our new starting tight end. And then if that defensive end is still available, I think I'm going to go ahead and take him. Even though he wasn't necessarily the best. No, he is gone. Okay. Is there a defensive tackle, maybe? This guy looks all right. A to C, A finesse moves. Barry Robinson. We're going to pick up another defensive tackle. Maybe we can move him to defensive end. I'm going to trade this pick, see if I can't maybe pick up a second round pick next year. I can't. Okay. Pick up a third next year, a fourth in this draft. And this, yeah, I guess I'll take that. Trading with the Vikings again. So linebacker here. I mean, we'll try it. Welcome to the team, Terrence Perkins, power rusher. Normal development. It's the 3rd round. You never know what you're going to get. Beginning of the 4th here, I want to see. Yeah, I can pick up a 3rd next year from the Lions. This wide receiver hasn't gone yet. I don't think he's very good. But I'm going to take him. He's got hidden development. He really fell down the board. Got him in the 4th round. So I guess we'll see if he's any good. And we'll just let the CPU do the rest of the draft. I meant to skip to the end of the draft. So we will see here. Let's look at the draft recap. And Deshaun Carey, our first pick, is a 79 overall. Our second pick, Jaden Durham, is a 77. Our tight end, Thad Schwartz, is a 75. Our defensive tackle, Barry Robinson, is a 74. I'm going to move him to left end. I don't know how much that's going to affect his overall. It's going to bring it down to a 73. Still probably going to be the best left end we have. Nobody else really great here, but got some good players. Got some trade offers for Javonte Williams, Isaiah Simmons, Zay Jones, AJ Epinesa. Nothing I'm really looking at right now. Go make sure all of our players are in the lineup here. I want Schwartz starting. Robinson's there. Carey is already playing up to us 80 overall. He's our 2nd best corner on the team. Drew Sanders is up to middle linebacker number 1. It's not a bad team. I don't know what we're really going to be able to do, but we'll see. We'll send to the regular season here. And we'll do our upgrades. Mitch Petty's got 2 upgrades. But I am going to go ahead. I want to try to get through this quickly. I haven't eaten yet today, so. I know I've only been playing for an hour, but I am ready to stop. So I don't know. Maybe we'll continue this later, but we'll just get to the end of the season and see what happens. We are 4-3 in a division that is very close. Well, we didn't choose the draft class. We want the auto-generated rookies, though. This division is extremely close. Every other team is 5-2. Um, we're at the trade deadline. I'm gonna trade Javonte Williams. We need. The Bills are somewhat interested. They don't really have the cap space, but I want Ed Oliver. They still don't have the cap space. Okay. Um, I just don't think we're probably going to be able to trade with the Bills. So, is there another team that's somewhat interested? The Chargers are, but could take Joey Bosa and move him to like defensive end. That's actually really close to just going through. If we throw in like a fourth round pick, that's gonna get it done. We're gonna have Joey Bosa. He might be on an expiring deal. I don't know. He is also 30 at this point, which is probably part of it. But yeah, he's down to normal development too. Still has a pretty high overall. I'm gonna move him to right end. Did I not do that? He's right. He's a right end, but he's gonna play linebacker. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but apparently we're just gonna rock with. Let's take a look here because I think I glanced that. Yeah, Carey just has star development. And Barry Robinson, we don't know yet. So let's see if we make the playoffs. There's a chance we do. I don't know. Just kind of depends on how we finish the season if we can keep it up. And we actually lost just about every game down this stretch and finished 5-12. We started 4-3? Not 4-3, 4-5. What was it? Because everybody else it was 4-3. Yeah, everybody else was 5-2, and we were 4-3. So down the stretch, we only won one game. What happened? Win-win. Lost to the Raiders, lost to the Giants, beat the Steelers, beat the Colts. Lost to the Chargers, lost to the Chiefs, lost to the Jaguars. Man. Bad season. Okay. Got plenty of upgrades. I'm not even looking at the Pro Bowl. Chiefs making the Super Bowl. Let's view the yearly awards. MVP goes to Lamar Jackson again. Here goes Shanahan. Schwartz finishing third for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Carey finishing fourth for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Chubb finishing 10th for Best Running Back. Man, we don't get much anything here. I think I'm actually gonna stop this here. I'm gonna come back to it at some point. We're gonna stop at the off season, and I'm gonna actually end up coming back to this, and we'll finish it up. But I have to go for now, so that's gonna do it for this stream. But we will finish the rebuild at some point. I will see you then.